My name is Samantha Lorimer. I originate from Australia. I speak English at home. I'm married and have one child, and most of my extended family live in another state. I would say I follow traditional Australian customs and beliefs. In my culture, both parents usually work, husbands are usually the main provider, and the wife usually works part time and is the primary carer for the children. It is also expected that once you reach adulthood, you must support yourself with very little support from your parents. I don't follow any religion now, but I was christened Anglican and attended church with my grandmother as a child. I still celebrate Easter and Christmas, but not for religious reasons, but as a time to connect with my family. Like many Australians, we appreciate days off from work that public holidays give us. Each Anzac Day, we attend the dawn service along with our community. My local community is very friendly. People say hello when they walk past, and everyone pulls together during calls to action, like missing person searches or disaster support. We embrace other cultures through food, enjoying a wide variety such as Mexican, Indian, Italian, and native Australian foods at home and in restaurants. Australians love spending time outdoors doing fishing, camping, hiking, and having barbecues. We value and respect nature, protecting it through national parks, bushland reserves, Clean Up Australia Day, and organisations that care for injured native wildlife. Many of us grow native plants at home, and local councils give new citizens a symbolic Australian native plant during citizenship ceremonies. I have reviewed the MARTA policy on cultural safe healthcare. My thoughts is that the policy's goal is to recognise and respect people's cultural identity, beliefs, and customs. They do this through supporting and developing cultural competence through their staff. The key points of the policy are to provide person centered care of the preferences and values of individuals, provide inclusivity and welcoming environment to people of all faiths and cultural traditions, provide accessible and equitable healthcare to patients and carers that is culturally responsive to people who are from culturally and linguistically diverse backgrounds. The policy aims to achieve cultural safe healthcare by ensuring all MARTA representatives take responsibility to use appropriate language. Customs and practices are valued, observed, and practiced when dealing with people from diverse ethnic, linguistic, cultural, and religious backgrounds. This policy supports a patient's dietary requirements. MARTA representatives must include the patient's needs and preferences in care and identify and consider religious and cultural dietary requirements and food preferences of patients. MARTA provides training opportunities to their staff so they are competent and confident to engage meaningfully with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander patients and visitors, as well as patients from culturally diverse backgrounds. All MARTA representatives statewide are responsible for the implementation of this policy. The author of the policy is Donata Saiki, and the owner is the Director of Clinical Governance, Chris Foley. The committee is involved in the policy is the Partnering with Consumers subcommittee. My social bias is that I feel more comfortable socializing with people from cultures I know, such as Australians and people from India. I may assume communication will be easier with patients from cultures I know well, which could lead me to assume or overlook the needs of patients due to small differences in these cultures. My personal cultural bias is that I assume most people view time and punctuality the same way I do. This creates a cultural bias because some cultures have more flexible approaches to time. I may expect patients to follow strict schedules or make decisions quickly. If their culture has flexible approaches to time, I could wrongfully interpret this as non-compliance or lack of interest. During my placement, the Sisters of Mercy, which are Catholic nuns, attended the facility and invited residents to join them in prayer. I was also invited to sit with them and pray. I found this a positive experience as the rhythmic chanting of the prayer was calming and the sisters didn't exclude anyone based on their religion. During my placement, there was also a resident who was deaf, blind, and spoke Serbian. Staff didn't provide her hearing aids and had no communication techniques for her. The residents would repeat the same sentences. This was unsafe because the client had no way of communicating with staff. Regarding the positive example, I will organise for religious representatives to attend patients at the patient's approval. On the negative, I will ensure if my patient has hearing aids that I will check they are wearing them during communication. People who are of non-English speaking backgrounds are at an increased risk of adverse health outcomes due to language barriers. By utilising interpreters, I can support my patients to make informed decisions about their healthcare. Religious representatives have a positive impact on patients, carers, and staff's spiritual and emotional needs. Despite this, I will not provide my opinion or place pressure on patients regarding religious or spiritual needs. By having a person centered approach to healthcare, I will embed cultural safety into my nursing practice. Thank you for listening.